Hey guys, what's going on? Inception here, and welcome to another video. Today we're going to be doing another video. This is a post-patch gameplay. As you guys know, I don't really play FIFA that much, but I do have a Division Rivals game to show you guys for this new video. So this is going to be another video of how to beat God Squads, right? This is going to be a video on how to beat God Squads, but this is going to be more of a little bit of a fun version and not necessarily too meta, because as you guys know, the meta in this game is very, very boring. The defensive style, letting your AI defend for you, telling everybody to drop back, so on and so forth, right? I do want to play the 4-3-3 for a good majority of the game. The game that I am going to be showing you guys afterwards, I played the 4-3-3 for a solid, I think 50 or 60 minutes. I was able to, and it's a fun formation to play because your center mids kind of go up and down really nicely. The left wings and right wings being able to exploit that space and behind is very nice as well. And I'm going to show you guys the instructions. I actually might sell Rashford in this team because he costs like 500 and something K. The reason why I spend so much money on someone like Rashford is because there's not that many good strikers in the game this year, so I will be experimenting with different strikers to see who I would prefer in that general area. But right now we're using Marcus Rashford. I really suggest putting a sniper on him so that you can increase his dribbling as much as possible. Because the one thing I noticed when I had, I think it was finisher on him, when I increased his finishing and I increased his shooting and his physical, I realized that his dribbling was awful, and I didn't like that. So I put a sniper on him, and I realized that his dribbling in general became much better. So yeah, this is the team that I was using. This team costs around, I would say it's like 1.5 mil, something like that. I'm very lucky that I had Ousmane Dembele in my team to put him in the team for fun. I'm unfortunate to not be able to buy Salah just yet because I do not have enough money, I don't think. I think he costs like 100 or something K. Hopefully it doesn't cost too much. I'll check that out afterwards. But yeah, this is the team that I'm using. We have some decent characteristics in the midfield. You have someone in Guendouzi that's pretty much good at doing everything with defensive stats. Very important to have. Same thing with Pogba, being a tall presence in the midfield, 6'3", but his balance on the ball is very poor. I think someone like Ruud Gullit would definitely be preferable over a Paul Pogba, also because Paul Pogba has high-low work rates, but it does actually work out sometimes in this game, and you guys will see the certain runs that he makes. That it's actually helpful to have him as a midfielder. The instructions and tactics that I have for balance, I have pressure on heavy touch with 5 width, 4 depth, 4 width, and 3 players in the box. This isn't the defensive version. This is only because I do not cross the ball. It's not my playstyle. So I only want some players to get into the box to put pressure on the back four, and then for me to be able to transition back into the midfield area and then transition back into the middle again to score opportunities. And you guys will notice that certain playstyle when you guys are watching the gameplay. The instructions that I use for this team is stay back while attacking for the fullbacks. Stay back while attacking, cover center for the CDM. Stay back while attacking, stay on the edge of the box, and cover center for both of the center mids. Again, reason being for that is because I do not like crossing the ball, so I choose to not do it, right? The striker is set to balanced. Sometimes I want to keep them on stay central depending on the situation of the game, but the reason why you want to keep them on balanced is because your strikers tend to make the transition from left to right really nicely. So when you're on the left side and they want to give you that support on the left side, again, I don't cross the ball, so that's a nice characteristic for me to have, because when you transition back into the middle and you want to attack the striker area, Rashford will start transitioning upwards, and then that way you can do like a first-time finesse shot or something, right? So definitely enjoy that. The wingers, I tell them to stay out wide because I like to exploit the fullback area. So I pass between the fullback and the right wing, left wing area so that I can exploit that general space. The other instructions that I have set up for this team is a more defensive approach to the 4-3-3, a drop back version on balance. The instructions instead for this defensive version of the formation is pretty much the same, except I think I don't have them on support for crosses. So this is when I really want them to commit inside the box. But I also have that defensive approach of drop back, right? So they will actually come drop back, not as quickly because Pogba has high-low work rates with low pace, and Guendouzi is medium, so he'll do it more than Pogba. I have it set to 5 width, just in case I want to increase the width of the pitch a little bit. Drop back when they come back. they will be congested in the midfield. So when I push up, they'll kind of spread out a little bit more, which is nice for me. So I have that set up as a tactic. I have the attacking version, which is pressure on heavy touch, which I think is the same for my balance. It's pressure on heavy touch with a little bit more depth to it, but the instructions are a little bit different, right? We have the center mids on balanced work rate or balanced instructions, so you don't see the cover center, right? I have them on cover wing, so that way they exploit the wing space, they attack a lot, and then I still have stay back while attacking for the fullback, but obviously their characteristics will still push them up. And then I have the 4-3-3 version where it's just constant pressure, very generic build-up pretty much. And then I have the super defensive version of the formation, which is basically the meta, but I get tired of it. So I you know, it depends on the situation of the game. Like if I want to hold the result, I'll use this tactic. But in certain situations, if you get unlucky, then you have to switch back to the attacking formations to get some goals. I do end up using stay back while attacking for the fullback, stay back while attacking cover center for the CDMs, come back on defense for the cam, come back in defense, stay wide for the left mids and right mids, and come back on defense for the striker as well. So with this tactic, the problem with this tactic in FIFA is that you can still attack very, very well with this tactic. Very, very well. And you'll notice that I can still attack with it really nicely in the game that I'm about to show you guys right now. You can exploit the left mid, right mid areas because obviously fullbacks overcommit, so you can use that. You can utilize those spots to get in behind someone's defense, right? You'll notice that my defenders will do the same thing because it's just a mechanic in FIFA this year. But yeah, that's pretty much it in regards to the tactics and instructions. This is a team that I am using for now. It's a fun team. Dembele is one of my favorite players, although his composure is really low and it is noticeable in a lot of scenarios. He's still a really, really fun card to use, and I'm very happy that I had him just chilling in my club so that I can have high-low work rates and, you know, focus more on attacking and having fun with the game. So I hope you guys enjoy these tactics and instructions. If you guys do end up trying them, if they don't work out for you, it is what it is. Some tactics and instructions just won't work out for you, right? So we're going to get into the gameplay part right now. I hope you guys enjoy this video today. I will see you guys for the next one, whenever that is. Peace out, dudes. Love you guys. Living la vida loca. Living la vida loca. Living la vida loca. Alright, I'm going to try the 4-3-3 false 9.
Referee starts the match and the kickoff. This is the home team lineup. Jordi Alba starts with Kyle Walker in the fullback positions. Mohamed Salah plays alongside Ousmane Dembele in midfield. Marcus Rashford is the main man up front.
Another Park the Bus legend. Amazing.
Line up for this match. David De Gea starts in goal. Serge Aurier plays with Alexandro as the fullbacks. And the great man is up front today, Cristiano Ronaldo. Well, it was easier. It's a useful position, this, for the free kick.
Oh, he fancies this. He's a single-minded lad. He's going to go for goal.
I'll take that.
Fast start here. They deserve that goal. They'd be the better team early on.
And that has opened the scoring. 1-0 here. The player who's got the ball is Frank Rijkaard, and he loves having the ball. Now Ballack. Just working away to try and find an opening. Neymar. Needs to be quick. Pogba. So it's Rijkaard. Slipping it through. Eusebio. I think the cross is on. Mohamed Salah. This could lead to a chance. It's good attacking play. Ballack. Here's Best. Now Ballack. Blocked off the pass there. Pogba. Trying to steer it through. Dembele.
Dude.
It's a turnover of possession here. Neymar made the challenge well. And there is some backup for him in this position. Mohamed Salah. Dembele. Just read the intentions of the opposition there to make the interception. Ballack. On to Ronaldo. Frank Rijkaard. Alexandro. Virgil van Dijk. Ballack. And he's got the ball now, Rijkaard. Some options now for the pass. Plenty of space out wide, and they're going to use it.
Offside.
Well, we've got an angle on this offside call, Alan, and I must say, it is the most difficult thing in all the officiating, I think. But this assistant has got eagle eyes.
Well, I certainly wouldn't want to do that job because the speed that players move now, as it turns out, what a great call.
Best. Eric Bailly. It will be their throw. That looked promising and then broke down. Lerma. It's Salah now. Kyle Walker. Pogba. Probing pass. Mohamed Salah. Rashford. Dembele. Pogba.
Oof, almost.
Magnificent from the goalkeeper.
Should be a goal because of how overpowered this defensive AI is, but it is what it is. I'll take it.
Top-class keeping.
Trying to catch the opposition out with a short corner. And that's good support as they build this attack. Davinson Sanchez. Lerma. Mohamed Salah. Just moving the opposition around, maybe trying to wear them out by getting them to chase. It's Salah now. He's looking for the cross. Kyle Walker. Lerma. Rashford with the ball now.
Oh my god.
Just a natural feel for the football, Frank Rijkaard. Here's Best. Here's Eusebio. Now Ballack. Cristiano Ronaldo. Well, here's an opportunity with the ball over the top. Good work to stop the opposition, but he's got to clear it now. Lerma. Pogba. Rashford. And they're looking good when they get the ball out wide, as they've done here. Salah, sloppy work from him. That's a good spot by the defender. Lerma. Pogba. Now Marcus Rashford.
Exploiting the sides right now.
Well to keep the ball.
He's a physical there and didn't have enough of it.
It's with Ballack. And it's with Best. This is how they love to play on the break.
Little overcommitment there.
Cristiano Ronaldo!
He slowed down, so it gave us enough time to get the defender. Exploiting the sides again, always exploit that fullback area.
Lerma. Just a case of finding the spare man is always available in their own half, and the opposition letting them do this at the moment, although they
Okay.
are
Fullback
trailing.
overcommits, you have the space.
Dembele. Makes a challenge
Overcommitted
here.
there, too much on the attack. Don't overcommit there, because then you'll put too much players forward. Not going to be able to switch because of that bug. There
Aurier.
we go.
Intercepted
Exploit that side again. Now I have the middle to work
Threads it
with.
through.
One touch, and my player does an acceleration touch when I didn't hold our trigger.
He's got to the ball at the feet of the forward.
Yeah, a lot to do
That's
with
what
his
I like to
good
see.
advanced starting position there. He was in a position to close down the space quickly.
Lerma.
The fourth official has indicated
Pogba.
there will be a minimum of 2 minutes of added
Go
time.
upwards, little skill move, upwards.
This is Eusebio.
Hold the position here.
So it's Rijkaard and Ronaldo. So it's 1-0 here.
Yeah,
as the
two
half-time
different
whistle
opportunities
goes.
this game, where the game mechanics kind of messed me up. The way that De Gea dives for that ball in that situation, for the 1v1, should be going in. For sure, but it is what it is. Yeah, that touch by Pogba was abysmal. That should have been a goal too.
And the
I
ball
wasn't
is
holding our
at the
trigger. He
start
did a
of the
push
second half.
touch. And that screwed me right
Now
there.
Ballack.
Let's see if we could defend the kickoff right now.
This is Eusebio. Aurier.
Hold that right
To
there.
David. Frank
Middle's
Rijkaard.
opened up a little bit.
George
Keep
Best.
holding the middle as much as possible because the kickoff is going to definitely play effect. There it is. Doesn't even hit it in the green either. Also defended really well, my player there, but nothing else I can really do. George Best is going to hit those.
Right to the side of the goal and nicking off the inside of the post on its way in.
On another day, that might have rebounded back into play, but not
Oh,
this time.
goalie hit that. I mean, the goalie. The referee hit that. He's going to wait for that run. The belly should be getting that for sure.
Ballack.
Pretty simple opportunity.
Lerma.
We'll exploit that
Rashford.
side right there. Ball down a little bit.
Now
A
it's
driven
Ousmane
pass.
Dembele.
First time pass. Oh, terrible touch.
We've got to clear it now.
Wasn't even holding our trigger again.
Neymar. Did well, stuck out a foot and cut off the pass.
Exploit that space a little bit. Put the pressure on.
Good work, really, to read the intention of the pass. Aurier. Well, here's Rio Ferdinand. And that's cleared by Ferdinand.
That's where the fullbacks overexploit.
Cleared away, well away from goal.
Push the goalie there because I had a feeling he was going to get that.
Pogba.
That's not what I did.
On to Ronaldo.
That's going to be a Y pass right there. Read it, and he's still going to score it. Yep, there it
Oh,
is.
it's a great goal.
That's why this game is very unbalanced. You can read that someone's going to do it. You don't have a good team that have height, interceptions, all that stuff. Doesn't matter, man. This is where it gets difficult. Now I have conceded 2 garbage goals I should never have conceded. And I should have scored a couple if it wasn't for poor touches and all that beautiful game mechanic stuff. Got a little space here. Cut inside, driven finesse shots. Nothing's going to work for me because defensive AI will block that for him.
This is Eusebio. Now Van Dijk. We've reached the hour mark. Half an hour to go. Lerma. Well, that's not so much an interception as a poor pass. Aurier. Played down the wing, keeping the wide attack going. Not rushing it here. Moving from one side to the other. Now Marcus Rashford. Just read the intentions of the opposition there to make the interception. Gone in a bit crudely, I think, with that one, but they've kept the ball. Referee says play on.
Can work that middle space right here.
Moving the opposition around with their play, these 2 players.
Much as possible.
Pogba. Pogba couldn't keep it. Van Dijk. Here's Alexandro. Aurier. Ballack. Van Dijk. Out into the wide areas now. Neymar. Best. Supporting player alongside. And here we've got a free kick given by the referee. He's gone back, the referee, to book the offender. He let the play go on. It was good work by the official, but he's quite entitled to book the player now.
Well, he's always going to get a yellow for that, wasn't it? It was a silly challenge, and yes, you play advantage, but he's got to be punished for it.
Kyle Walker. Just a quick check on the clock, and there are 20 minutes to go. Now it goes into the wider areas where they've got a winger waiting. Free kick given.
This lad tends to put a bit of whip on these free kicks. Needs it here.
Played it short. He's got a chance to cross. Rashford. With Walker. Lerma. Kyle Walker. And it's Pogba. Back with Pogba. I think he saw the look from the other player and saw where the pass was going and read it. Lerma.
Well, you can't knock these fans. They're doing everything possible to get behind their team here.
It's a useful position, this, for the free kick.
where it's a promising position. Got to try and test the keeper here.
Could get his cross in now. And that's broken up by the defender before the cross could come in. He went in well. The clearance from Ferdinand. Now Ballack. Van Dijk. And Ballack's on the ball. Eric Bailly. The supporters, Alan, trying to play their part here and lift the home team.
Yeah, I think they believe, Martin. The question is, do those players down the pitch believe as well here?
Lerma. Dembele.
There we go.
Oh, and they're level. They've done it late in the game. Well, I wonder where we go from here now that we're level.
Back to balance here.
Anything could happen.
Game's pretty random, right? Like I had to get that little lucky bounce there for me to get the pass back and then score that opportunity. I might concede a kickoff again here.
Here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Neymar, spaced across the ball now. That's a fine challenge, and he's got the ball.
Over commit here a little bit.
Jordi Alba. Could be a chance here. They've got the ball into a good area.
Wait for that middle pass.
Still passing.
One more pass there. Little tap. Nicely done. A little bit of extra space is working there. See, it's tough, man. It's tough to beat the God squads because they block those certain angles, and if my player does a heavy touch without me holding our trigger right there, then I could be screwed, right? So this situation, Pogba actually decided to defend against this really well. Or not defend against this, but take that extra touch that I needed and then go from there. So now we'll go to ultra defensive, see if we can hold on to the result here. I might concede another kickoff, so I got to be careful with that. So here is a little bit of commitment. Pass it out, little kick. That was a full kick, but we'll work with it. And that's it. That's how you win. So the tactics that I was using for this team right here in particular was a 4-3-3 false 9. So for a good majority of the game, when I got the first goal, we'll even review some of the goals here to see which ones were actually decent. This was a free kick, so this is very lucky. It's lucky, but then I do the fake shot. He's not defending with any of these players here. I get lucky with that shot right there. He doesn't press B in that area. His defensive AI has to get that for him. So he actually does tackle there, and I get the ball, so that's very lucky in that free kick tactic. So 0-0 for me in that regard. It's not going to show us certain opportunities like this one. The only reason why I consider that a goal is because something like this should be going into the back of the net, so I will take that other goal as a 1-0. Yellow card, skill moves. Yeah, skill moves are just holding on to possession here. George, best opportunity. This was from a kickoff. So I try to tackle here with Pogba. Obviously, kickoff doesn't do much, right? He gets the ball back here, does a pass right there. I tried to use my center back to defend against this, and he still gets this shot through Davinson Sanchez because the certain tackle that Davinson Sanchez decided to make there. Maybe a Laurent Blanc or something would definitely help there. I'm not really sure. Then he scores this one with Eusebio. This one, I don't blame myself for either. I was holding the possession there with Guendouzi, knowing that he was going to make that general run over there. But I don't have a player who is a CDM type player or a player that like Ruud Gullit to be able to block that certain opportunity. He shoots this near post, scores that. Our second goal came from Ousmane Dembele off of a deflection right here. So when I get the ball here, what I actually should be doing in this situation, but it's not what I should be doing because the defensive players could have reacted differently. I could have done like a drag back first and then make the Y pass to Pogba. I get very lucky here. It deflects off of Van Dijk. I take the extra touch on the inside, right? Make that Y pass. First time shot because I know that I'm not going to have enough. I know that I'm not going to have enough time to settle it and then shoot. So I decide to go for the far post, regular shot, and it's good that it actually allowed me to score this. With Serge Aurier making a tackle like that, wasn't even controlling him. I don't think he may have, but it was a slide tackle block, so it was good that the shot went over his leg there. And then last but not least, I think this was the only good game of the good goal of the game so far, or for the whole entirety match. I explored the space, waiting for it, right? You can see I bring Rashford into the middle here. I make the pass into the middle. I know that I'm not going to have the time to settle it for too long, so I make the pass instantly from the first touch. I get lucky because this is completely down to EA if they do it or not. My player does not do the R-trigger acceleration touch without me holding R-trigger or the dash button, so he does settle the ball very nicely. I wouldn't be able to score this across goal nicely, so I see the player across goal, I make the Y pass, he has an empty net to shoot on, and then we end up scoring with him. And you know, this is just an example of a game that you can play in the higher divisions against the God squads. You have to have people that are very good at dribbling with the ball at their feet to be able to exploit their teams more, because you can't really get into that many physical engagements unless your player himself is actually a really good physical player like Pogba, right? But Pogba gets off balance, his composure is inconsistent because of his lack of balance and agility. So yeah, that's how you would have to play most of your games, right? I switched to the 4-2-3-1 ultra defensive. That way I can kind of play that park the bus meta and exploit the sides at the same time. You want to be able to use the left mids and the right mids as much as possible. And we actually did create 2 different attacking opportunities, but they didn't work out. Obviously, the Pogba one should have probably gone in, but the way De Gea dives in that situation, very odd, but it is what it is. That's pretty much it, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video today. I will see you guys for the next one. Peace out, dudes. Love you guys.